And probably you already know how powerful is Notion, but what I have found is that Notion is even much more powerful when we pair it with other apps. And my objective with this video is to show you which tools I am using consistently in my business that are helping me bring Notion to a whole new level. And today I'm gonna be sharing you my top 5. But guys, before we move on, I gotta tell you that I'm building something very dear to my heart. It's a school community in which I'm gonna help business owners systemize and automate all their processes, and we're gonna do it together. The waitlist is now open, but the spots are limited. So check the link in the description and in the pinned comment to secure your spot in the waitlist. Okay, on to the video. The first app that is helping me a ton when paired with Notion, it is Callcom. This is the app that I use to schedule all of my sales meetings. I can set which is my availability, and what is cool about this app is that I can pair it with a Notion database where I have all the information about my clients. So whenever they book a call with me, I create their record in my clients database. And I also put all the information that they have given me before booking the call inside of that area. Let me show it to you. So now what happens is that if somebody books a call with me, they get asked all these questions, and after they have confirmed, they are going to appear magically here. And I have the possibility to also add all the information that this guy has provided me, where he's from, the revenue, and all the different questions that I ask him. This is one step forward to have Notion as a single source of truth for everything that we do in our business, because I want that all the information about my clients is in their page. Okay, on to app number 2. And this one that I discovered not very long ago, probably I've been using it for the past 3 or 4 months. And this one is Circleback. Because now that I've scheduled the call with a client, I want AI to join the call with me, because then he's gonna give me the transcript, he's going to give me the summary of the call, and if there are any action items, he's gonna create those action items for me. And I have tried a lot of these tools, and this is for sure the best one. For example, this is a call with a guy that is helping me with my YouTube channel, and I kid you not, the overview that this gives me, it is so spot on. I love that they bold the dates and the important stuff. And also we get all the different tasks that we need to do. But what is even better is that I can create something like this. This is an automation that I have built inside of make.com that triggers whenever a meeting has ended in Circleback. And here all the information that I can get is the summary and the action items. So what am I doing? Inside of Notion, I have a meetings database, and at the end of every call, that automation is gonna create one entry inside of that database. And it's also going to find who I was talking to, so we can link the meeting to the person that I was talking to. And this is how it looks like with one of my past sales calls. So this is the page of the person that I was speaking to, and this is the page that contains all the notes that the tool created, plus the call recording over here if I want to see the full meeting. But also what is even cooler is that since I get also the tasks that came from that meeting, I can also create them automatically with the same automation over here, and this goes to my task database so I can schedule them and so I can do them. So without me doing anything, I get the summary linked to the person that I was talking to, and I also get the tasks that I need to get done, or any other person inside of the meeting, into my task database in Notion. The third tool that I think it is super cool, and one of the tools that people are more excited about when I talk about them, is the possibility to send contracts from Notion itself. And these are legally binding contracts. And you may say, but well, like all the contracts that I send, they have different things for different clients and everything. Don't worry, if we have all this information inside of Notion, we can send that information inside of the contract template. So we can generate dynamic contracts automatically. The tool that I'm using for this is e-signatures. I know that there is a lot of apps that can do this, but this is the one that their pricing is very, very good and very straightforward. You just pay 99 cents per contract. That's it. There is no monthly fee. That's why I love it. And the way that I have it set up is that if I'm in the page of one of my clients and I click this button over here, this is going to change the status to contract sent, and it is going to send the contract with the information that I have on the properties, which if I scroll down, The only ones that I need to fill is, in my case, the total price that I'm going to charge the person, how much money per installment, and how many installments they need to pay. And once I have that filled, I can click that button and the contract is going to be generated automatically with that data that I have filled, and it's going to be sent to the client. How am I doing this? With this simple automation. Whenever I change the status in Notion, I can send one of the 3 types of contracts that I have. But well, to make it simple for you, this can just be a 2-step automation. Whenever the status changes, then we just send a contract. And here is where we add the different fields that are dynamic, and that's it. Okay, so app number 4, because after somebody has signed one of my contracts, I want them to pay me. So I have built a way to be able to send custom payment links to clients from Notion. So this means that I can set what is the amount that I want to charge a client, and then I just click a button inside of Notion and the client is going to receive a link for that specific amount of money. And the app that I'm using for doing this is Stripe. But then of course the automation is done in this case, Zapier. So the way that this works is that, for example, I have here to pay this amount of money and payment per installment is only 1. And with this information, the only thing that I have to change is move it to the payment status. And then this email is going to receive an email for this amount of money. And there we have the email with the payment link that brings me to Stripe to pay the amount that I have set. And finally, app number 5. Because remember, the objective is to make Notion the single source of truth for every information that we have in our business. So this means that all the information is inside of Notion. And if we are talking about clients, all the client information should be in their client record. So what do we use in order to standardize information intake inside of companies? It is not asking over the phone. It is not asking on Zoom. It is not by WhatsApp. It is by using forms. And the forms that I typically use is called Tally forms, which is the simplest way to create forms. They even have a native integration, so you don't need to use Make or something like this, but it's a little bit limited, so I'm still using Make. And the way that I use it is during my onboarding process. Once the client pays, they receive an automated email with an intake form that retrieves all the information that I need to get started with their project. And of course, that automation sends then all the information inside of the client record. So all the information is inside of the same client record. So as you have seen, having different tools helping you alongside with Notion can make Notion an even more powerful workhorse. In fact, I believe that if it wasn't because we have the possibility to connect all these tools to Notion, probably Notion wouldn't be as powerful. But yeah, these are the 5 that I recommend you for your business, which I think every business should have. You will find in the description of the video the links to these 5 tools so you can try them yourself. And if you have any problems setting things up, just remember that I help businesses do exactly this. So look in the description of the video, because right there is going to be a way to book a call directly with me so I can see if I can help you out. Well, that is it for this video, guys, and as always, hasta la próxima.